So with the Oscar nominations coming out recently, there was a lot of talk about Logan getting nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, and Wonder Woman getting totally shut out of the awards. And it brought up a conversation that's been happening for a while now. Should superhero movies get nominated for Oscars? And no, I'm not talking sound design or visual effects, or any of the technical categories, because visual effects is generally filled with the big blockbusters. I mean the higher up awards, like Actor, Director, and Best Picture. Sure, this has happened a few times before, with superhero movies and just big blockbusters, but in general, they're kinda locked out of the higher up awards. From The Dark Knight to Deadpool to this year with these two. Nothing. And now that the Best Picture category can have up to 10 slots, I believe, people are thinking that these are just left out because of the fact that they're big superhero movies. Now I think Logan getting a screenplay nom is a step in the right direction for these films, because that's actually a pretty big category, and I think it's a sign of things potentially changing a little. The main thing to keep in mind with these, in my opinion, is not if it's a prestigious Oscar film or a superhero film, but just if it's one of the best films of the year. It's pretty simple, but the problem is now that that gets very subjective. So yeah, brace yourself for some opinions, but I'm going to talk about Wonder Woman, again. My take on Wonder Woman is that it's a very fun superhero movie, it's got 2 charismatic leads, and the thing that sets it apart is that it's a big progressive step for women in movies, both in front of and behind the camera. That's great for the industry, but as a film, it's just pretty good. Again, you don't have to agree with me, but I don't think it's any better than Guardians 2, or really most of the MCU movies that come out. If we ignore the big cultural moment part, and we're just looking at it as a movie, I think it's totally on the same level as these. And if you compare Wonder Woman to movies like The Revenant, or Spotlight, or any number of films that are usually at the Oscars, not in terms of genre or anything, simply in terms of quality, subjectively, it's not even close. So really, I think it comes down to, yes, superhero movies should be eligible to get big Oscars. They just have to be that good. And they have to reach a certain level above fun. It can be really fun, but it should also have something more. It should really have something to say, and have more complicated themes, and just be very well made. Is The Avengers one of my favorite films of all time? Yeah. Should it have been nominated for Best Picture? I don't think so. Is it the best made film of 2012? Does it have the deepest characters and layers of subtext? Not really. It's my favorite, and it's super fun, but I don't think it's worthy of Best Picture. I see that as kind of a different thing. And the same would go for Wonder Woman and even Deadpool. They're very fun, but I don't think they're excellent films on that level. I think that should be reserved for stuff that is just very well made almost on every level. And I'd argue something like Logan totally is. So yeah, including genre films when they deserve it, I think is a step in the right direction. And that appears to be happening more and more now, with Mad Max in 2016, and even this year with a horror film like Get Out. If it's at that Best Picture level of quality, then who cares what genre it's in? Recognize it. Same goes for the acting categories, and also, this is a slight complaint against the Oscars kind of having favorites. I get this isn't really how the Oscars work, but sometimes it kind of feels like they've already planned to nominate an actor or actress before the films even come out. I'm sure Meryl Streep and Daniel Day-Lewis are wonderful in those films. I haven't seen them yet, but sometimes it can just kind of feel like an obligatory pick. Hugh Jackman gave us an amazing, layered, and career-defining performance. In the future, when people think of his best role, I think they'll think of this. And I think it should have been recognized, and absolutely would have stacked up to the others in that category. And that's not even mentioning people like James Mangold and Patrick Stewart. For the record, this video's purpose is not just me praising Logan again, I just think it's a great example of the point I'm trying to make. Some people might say, if Logan can't get a nomination for Best Picture, no superhero movie can. But I don't think that's the right mentality. I think this is slowly opening up the door for superhero films, if they are in fact very well made, to be considered for the bigger prizes. And then again, do the Oscars really matter that much? There have been so many snubs and mess-ups over the years, so if you're starting to get a little too invested in the Oscars, just remember that The Boss Baby has more Oscar nominations than The Shining, and Suicide Squad has more Oscar wins than The Shawshank Redemption. So those were my thoughts on superhero films and the Oscars. What do you think of all this? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram and Twitter at BHL_Hudson, check out this podcast about movies and TV and whatnot I do every other Friday with a friend of mine, it's called the Poorly Planned Podcast, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.